Got it all.
You're live. See if we can find the stream.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Let's give it a second.
Got it all.
You're live. That'll be rolling playing back then.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm trying to do.
Let's give it a second. Here we go. We are live. It has happened. Here we go.
That'll be rolling playing back then.
Hey!
Like a weird echo in here.
Somebody's playing back. Who is that?
I wonder who that could possibly be.
Well, not only
So
on
I've not even found the stream yet, so it can't.
Yeah, neither right.
not only on one computer, on two. I stepped it up this time.
All right. Notifications only just popped up anyway, so there's only one watching, and I think that's me.
Right.
Yeah.
There's four watching, that's all of us. All four of us are watching. Amazing.
Okay.
Cool. Mine doesn't show the chat. Do you see the chat?
I see the chat.
I see the chat. There's just Alan in it.
It's just me in it at the moment.
And the only message doesn't even qualify as. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
There we
Black
go.
Skunk is in as well.
Black Skunk said, oh, the people are seeing it. There we go. Everybody's catching up now. Just taking its time tonight.
Come on, doors are open. Get yourselves in. Come on, roll up, roll up. Roll up to the Roland Friday Night Live show.
Rolling. Here we go. 10. Here we go. We are rocking and rolling. Well, good evening, everybody. Let's give it another couple of minutes. Please say hello in the chat. Let us all know. Just have to sadly tell you that today you will have to deal with us four only, because Simon is already gone on a worldwide trip again. You know how it is, probably testing jet skis in Italy or whatever he's doing. And unfortunately, Dan Scattergood is sick, so we obviously do wish him a speedy recovery. Right, evening, everybody.
Just to clarify, that's Paulie sick.
Yeah, as against a general sick.
Yeah.
Which everybody knows anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for the clarification.
Get well soon, Denny.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I don't know if he's watching. If he is, get better soon, buddy. Right, let me pop out my chat so I can actually see what's going on. That's the problem with getting old. Yay!
One of many problems I hear. It's not right, PJ.
Oh yeah, there's multiple problems that are going to
Yeah,
affect you as you get older, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The disrespect of the youth as well. That's
Oh,
Don't even get me started.
oh God, because this is an evening show on its own. For sure, for sure. Ah, that's really good to see you. Right. Who is in? Oh, Sue is in already. That's wonderful. Hi, Sue.
actually
Good to see you.
that actually reminds me of a bit of a bone to pick with you, PJ.
Oh god, here we
I was
go.
watching Festa stream the other day.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it live, but I caught up with it.
Yes.
Oh, go on.
He said you were causing trouble. Something about beard nets.
Oh, that's ages ago. Yeah, because I asked you that question live on. It was this show earlier in last year or mid
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. And see, Colin has gone and told the entire world that I wear a beard net while not.
No. He hasn't gone and said that. No. To his defense, he asked the question of you whether you did or not.
No. I think he pretty much said, I imagine Dan is probably wearing a beard net while he was finishing this model off.
Yeah, I may have said that.
And I'll have you know there is no evidence yet of that happening.
Okay.
Okay.
But what I will say at some point when it comes to rigging, the odd, stray could be used.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice to know.
Have their uses. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I apologize if you were the butt of a joke.
No, that's
It was-
that's absolutely
was
fine.
hilarious.
That's absolutely fine. I bear no ill will to Colin. Other people that started it, maybe. But
Okay, no worries.
He's not in yet, so maybe he's still joining us later, so you can address him directly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that is very offending. I mean, I'm not surprised that you were, devastated by that.
it's heart-wrenching to think of
No, imagine that.
Well,
people
Very much.
imagining me in a beard net, but
That would be wonderful. Obviously, on the next show, that's what we expect.
this could be one of those.
You're behind the ears.
One of those running jokes that. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. Maybe you get over it, Dan, if you can keep an eye on the chat. See who is here.
oh, of course, yeah. Let's yeah, I was just about to log in on my phone and give myself another like.
Yes,
Or
you go
something.
for it.
Yeah. But anyway, let's catch up with the chat anyway, as people are flooding in the door and
Yes.
coming in on a wintry Friday night in this part of the world, and apparently it's summer elsewhere in the world.
40 degrees. Don't even get me started.
It's probably 40 degrees here, just not in Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
Hmm. But anyway, in the door first, like
Right
the
out with aqueduct.
rapier that he is Mr. Alan Parker, the one and only, with a good evening, everyone. Followed quickly by Black Skunk Works, who says it's Friday at 7 p.m. It's cracker. Oh, never mind. It's us. Roland himself is in there, model kit beginner with welcome to the show. PJ's in with his time zone friendly greeting, morning, afternoon, evening, all you wonderful modelers everywhere. Sue is in as well, evening, Roland and the guys. And Sue, remember, no mentioning the rugby. So if anyone is watching the rugby at the same time a little bit later, don't mention it because it's on my watch list for as soon as we finish. I'm sacrificing watching an Ireland rugby game in the Six Nations for this, for you, for all you people out there.
I mean, that is highly appreciated. I'm sure.
That's
Dedication. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Sean White is in saying good evening all. Evening, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Brandon's in with us as well, saying evening all and thumbs up. Yes, of course. Get your thumbs up, everyone.
Anyway.
Mark Runciman's in saying evening, gents. How are we all doing? And get well soon to Dan. So, Shane is in saying evening, chaps. Not notifications anywhere. Oh.
It was on the Facebook website. We're still working on the YouTube notifications. We try to figure out a way to have a reliable stream together with notifications. At the moment, we can only have the one or the other.
Yeah, we might have to fire the marketing team and employ a new one.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I'm not in charge of that end of the
IT
programming. IT department in South Africa. Blame them.
What we need to do is increase the scope of the advertising department.
Yes.
No. No.
The vice director of advertising.
I could just keep on sending you messages at 4 o'clock in the morning, Roland. If that'll help you.
I was up. I thought, why is PJ messaging at that time of the morning?
My wife is always very happy to hear your messages at 4 o'clock.
I know it's 6 o'clock where you are, but I can make it earlier if you like. If you want a wake up call.
Because I told her it's you, and she says, "P, how early is it there?" I said, "It's probably 4 o'clock."
Anyway, sorry, Dan.
Would I like to be woken up in the morning by PJ?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I could dream about.
Yes.
And nightmares are a type of dream, so let's leave it there. Gary Ride the Wind is in saying good evening, cage drivers.
Hey,
Gary.
Oh, Gary, not even an hello for me then, just for the rest of the guys. Wayne Holmes is in saying hi all.
Hey, Wayne.
Peter Millgate's with us saying good evening, everyone.
Hey,
Pete.
Right, Peter.
Sue saying hello to everyone else. Richard
Hello,
Farmer's
Sue,
in saying
class.
good evening all. As usual, I'll catch the show tomorrow because of work. Have a great show. Thank you, Richard.
Oh, thanks for popping in.
Thanks for coming in,
Cheers.
yeah.
Nigel T is in saying hello, folk.
Hi, Nigel.
Nigel.
Right.
Paul Christopher is with us saying evening, fellow modelers.
Hi, Paul.
The ball.
Shane says it's a chilly 20-degree C here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of. I guess I suppose that's pleasant for New Zealand, summer to autumnish.
Yeah, yeah. It's 26 here in the hut.
oh, shut up.
So it's obviously.
Your
That's
big
just-
fan behind you.
Yes,
He's only fans.
And yeah.
so I left the hoodie at home.
Sue says, I'm listening to you guys in one ear and a rugby in the other. And no, Dan, I won't mention anything about it. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Scale model Snail is in saying hello with a snail.
How's it
Hi there.
Steve is in saying good evening all. Hey,
Hi,
Steve.
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
JC Bricks and Bills is in saying even guys and all in chat.
Hi, James.
James.
Sue saying hello to Jess. Jeff Lights in saying a very good evening, guys, and all in chat. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Jeff.
Maggie.
Mark Runsman, of course, is there and saying great dedication for the rugby from me. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. We all appreciate it.
Paul Christopher then says, so then you don't want us to tell you Liverpool won. Well, Roland should know he manages the team, so you know.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey.
David Wright is in saying good evening, one and all. Have a great evening. I shall be starting my Tamiya Lexus LFA GB entry tonight. Nice.
All right. All
Okay.
right. Just watch the
Nice.
Angelus.
Nigel T says, glad someone else said about the notifications because I always struggle to find you guys.
We need to have a look into that then, don't we? Definitely.
Yeah. Gary says 2 fingers facing down from the left hand for you, Dan. Thank you, buddy. Dead Phoenix is in and saying, hey, you guys.
Yep, Dan.
Another day.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, DP, the one and only DP. And Peter Millgate says, just saying, I'm carboning whilst watching MP48. Is it even possible to be still carboning? Is there any carbon left in the world between you and Alan P?
Probably not.
The carbon kings of.
I was trying to work out. Well, I was casting my mind back to how much carbon I've actually used and the cost alone in that 787. What do you reckon it's going to be?
Go on,
That's a
tell
good
us.
question. How many square meters?
I would have thought what you've used maybe 4 or 5 different patterns and colors.
Yeah.
What are they? 10, 12 quid a sheet, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
At least 1 sheet each. That's at least 60 quid. So given the amount you've probably used, so 2 sheets each, 120 quid in carbon.
Yeah, they're about 120, between 120 and 130 pound in carbon alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a lot.
Not to mention,
So how did because you've printed some yourself as well.
yeah, I
haven't
was going to
you?
say, not to mention the stuff I printed myself as well.
So would you think price wise it'd be cheaper just to print your own?
You're not going to get the same resolutions as you do using
Mm.
like the Model Factory Heroes and the Tamiyas and the like. You know, it's just the clarity's there. Whereas the stuff I printed, it was put down over a base color to
Right.
make the carbon work. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that with some of the clear decal paper. I was just
Yeah.
doing, say,
You could
I
put
don't
a
know,
grey
just say
down,
doing
grey
the
down, put
the
the black.
grey pattern. Yeah.
You could quite easily print the black.
Mm.
But if you're going to do that, it needs to be printed on a laser, because then you don't have to bother coating it after, you see.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. Dan Norris is in saying hi everyone. Hey
Hi,
Dan.
Dan.
Did you get Richie Lamb, Dan? Not
Oh
sure.
yeah, Richie Lamb. Oh, apologies, Richie. Richie Lamb, aka Drop Short Models.
As
I
a
like
bridge.
Hi, Richie.
Good evening, guys. because I think Richie's starting his own channel as well, I believe. I caught the tail end of the conversation from Sue's stream the other
Okay.
night. So
That'd be cool.
I don't know if it's started yet or if he's just planning to start sticking some videos up on the good old YouTube.
Tell
Well,
us,
maybe let
Richie.
know in here,
Tell
I'm
us.
sure.
Have you started? Are you going to start? And if you haven't started, when are you going to start?
Yeah.
Give us a
Yeah.
launch
Yeah,
date.
tell us. Yeah, tell us. We'll give you a shout. And Gary Rydwin says, Alan, I just got Tamiya carbon from Amazon, $7.49 a sheet.
Yeah, well, I think I used 14 sheets of Tamiya carbon, plus then all the dedicated carbons from Model Factory Hero, Scale, Motorsport for
Yeah.
the carbons as well on top of that. So yeah, a lot.
See you. Oh, Dan Norris is in as well. How's it, Dan?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Peter's saying there, one bottle of LP5, £5. LP5 carbon.
Oh, yeah.
Sue says it started already.
Yeah.
Oh, his channel.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Okay. We'll find it. And Cam is in saying, "Evening, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Hey, Cam.
Good to see you."
Hi, Cam.
Cam, how you
See
doing,
you,
buddy?
And it was, yeah. Well, we'll see later from Cam's household. Cam's household is now contributing to the show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, Dan, that's not good. No modeling. Oh boy, what is it? Snow or what's the problem?
Got an extension lead. Move your bench upstairs into the living room.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Kick
the
one of the
whole
kids
house
out.
down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question is, when he was putting that floor down, did he drill through one of the cables? And it's gone now. So
Yeah.
mm.
Do it from your bus.
Yeah. Or just reuse one of the crashed ones. There's been a few.
All right. Okay.
The engine as a
Just saying.
generator.
And Cam says Shabs also says hi. So hey,
Hi,
Shabs, how you doing?
Nice chaps.
And Dominique is in saying evening.
Hi,
Dominique.
Dominique. Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
Mickey Lamb saying he's already started as well. Done a couple of finished builds up already, he reckons.
yeah.
Excellent. We'll go have a look. Actually, if you can have a look, Alan, and maybe stick a link in for him.
I can see if I can find out if I can do that.
I can't post links because I'm not a spanner.
You're not a spanner?
I'm not a spanner.
Make him a spanner.
I'm not one of the originals, you see. I took a bit of a break for a couple of months.
A 5-foot power bar. 5 foot. That's what.
There we go, peeps. There's Richie's channel. Go and have a look at it.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, what's he got up there? He's got a Menga Jag Panther up there, a Hobby 2000 Harrier GR7/9, a Bradley M2, a Meng M240 Crows, a Whitefield Challenger 2, and a Subaru Impreza.
Oh,
Wow, not bad.
Very busy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's wonderful. Well, good to see you all, guys.
Yep.
And I thought to ease our way in while Alan is so busy on his computer, I thought it would be the ideal opportunity to have a quick look what you guys have bought, because it's always interesting to see that. I always like to see what you guys have bought. Also, I haven't bought anything lately, so maybe I get some inspiration.
But you ready want to share then? Let's have a look then.
Come on, you can do it.
I can do. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go.
Here we go. Look
Hopefully
at
that is sharing.
It is.
It is right then. So let's have a look. This is Simon's section, but unfortunately, I say this month Simon can't be with us because he's in Italy, gone to go and watch the rugby himself, jet setting around the world as usual.
Why you can't watch it on TV like everybody else?
Well,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
well, you know what he's like.
Yeah.
So first up, or first in, is Mr. Shorey himself, and he says supplies. So he's got himself some Mr. Finishing Surfacer from Mr. Hobby of various sorts, some Mr. Colours, and that's another one of the A stands, which are the Alclads, aren't they? Ammo Mig have taken over the Alclad paints. Can't make out which one he's actually got there, but I know he's.
I think he's got quite a few actually.
Yeah, he bought the whole selection of all the the metallics, basically, all the aluminiums and the like.
The what? The alley what?
Aluminiums. Aluminums.
Luminous.
Aluminums. And next up, we've got Dan, and he's picked up this Subaru for $40 in Canadian, 40 Canadian dollars. What's that, about £20? Looks like a great kit. Can't wait to get it going. I quite
Pretty
like
cool,
those
man.
Subarus,
That's pretty
the
cool.
newer Imprezas.
WRX, I love it.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Next up, we've got Sean. And evening, guys. Made a few purchases this month. Rally kits were all Veteranous wins and include the Belkit Citroen C3 WRC, the VW Polo R WRC. This includes the Hobby Design detail upset, Tamiya, I can't even say it now, Tamiya Subaru Impreza 2001 WRC, and also got the recently repopped Revell VW Corrado anniversary set.
Ooh.
Cool.
Mm.
I actually like the Corrado.
Yeah. Did Tamiya ever make a Corrado? Or was it
I
only
didn't think
Revell?
so.
No, it's only ever Revell then, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm thinking of something else. Nice little haul there, though, Sean. Nice little haul. And he's got something else down here as well.
Oh yeah, look at that.
He says another Veteranous win was this 124th monogram Pontiac GTO. Also picked up a bunch of Tamiya enamels and thinner and some Tamiya glues.
Love that Pontiac, and 64 obviously was a brilliant year, so it's a good car.
Old style
Yeah.
bottles.
Yeah. Well, they're the enamels, aren't they? So
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
they're quite difficult to get in this country. Where'd you get those from, Sean? Might have interest. And then the X20, which is the enamel thinner, isn't it, as opposed to the X20A, which is for the acrylic.
What do you do with the Tamiya Craft Bond? Is that for Windows or something?
Don't know. I'm not sure if that's like, is that like almost like a PVA glue, is it perhaps?
Yeah, I would assume it probably is.
Perhaps Sean can tell us if he's in the chat there somewhere.
Yeah,
Nice haul anyway.
very nice.
Next up, we've got Aaron, and it says Mercedes AMG GT3 trans kit and D2 livery, and some detail parts from Zoom On. So they're the Zoom On parts. They specialise in a lot of PE stuff and these metallic stickers and things.
Never heard of them.
Have you know? I've had a bit off them in the past.
Oh, right, okay.
They do lots of weird and wonderful little things, PJ.
I shall make a note.
Yeah, and obviously the AMG nose there, which is for the Evo version, the newer AMG GT, and the D2 decals that look like SK, are they? By the looks of things. SK
That's very
decals. Very nice.
Very, very cool.
And what else have we got? Something else from Aaron, and he says two. Oh, okay, here we go. Airbrushes for doing donkey work, and the initial D Corolla.
I would love to know how these Galeri are. There was who is that chap on YouTube who's has tested them out?
I know there's a guy over on Scale Modelers Critique Group has given them a lot of grief. He's had lots of issues with
Is it?
the quality of parts he's received. Yeah.
All right.
Well, they are relatively cheap airbrush, aren't they? So
Yeah.
is it a bit hit and miss then? Is it then with them? Do you think, or?
It could well be. I mean, to this guy, I was looking at his Facebook page, and he actually had like some of the parts under a microscope and was looking at the quality of the finish and stuff. And like he was saying his original needle nozzle that he had wasn't actually square. So when the needle goes through, it never actually sits flush against the nozzle. So
yeah.
So you do wonder. I mean, at the end of the day, for the price they're shipping them for, they're not necessarily going to be precision machined. So
no, but if you're just shooting primer and that sort of stuff, then
yeah. I mean, saying that, I used one of the Fengda ones for a while, and that was absolutely fine.
Yeah,
didn't really have a problem with it. So.
Yeah, Barbatos Rex is his name. I remember him now. He had a look.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I tell you so, I'm surprised nobody's bought one of these Corollas out the A86s in 12 scale.
Yeah,
the 12 scale.
I mean that's 1/24th, but it'd be great if they brought them out in 12.
Oh,
Be a
okay.
must-have kit then. But a nice couple of nice ones there, Aaron.
Very nice.
Next up, we've got Mr. Ride the Wind, and he says detail parts including muffler springs, air valves, gear shift linkage, and axle bolts. Super detail upset for the Batman build, which is that'll be an RC211, is it? 03 bike.
Yeah.
Is that, am I right there on that one, Dan, or not?
The kit will be the 03 kit.
Oh no,
or-
it's actually the 2006 RC2. It's the 06 bike, that isn't it? With detail kits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just slightly stumped by the paints that are on your desk, Gary. What's that all about?
Yeah. Yeah, paint sets for the current Telefonica build and next build. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
But yeah, some nice top studio goodies there, as well as some hobby design stuff. And yeah, some zero paints, which I thought, perhaps Gary can put some explanation to.
Yeah. I know Gary has sworn he would never use them again, so I'm interested.
So I don't know. Perhaps I don't know. Is the answer to that one strange?
Well, it
one?
might be maybe it's the colors, because that Minolta color is quite unusual.
Yeah. I say
Maybe
Gary's in the chat there, so perhaps he'll put his reasoning for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we've all used them as long as you know they're hot paints and you use them appropriately, then they're absolutely fine. So next up, we've got Mark and recent purchase from Bolton Show the other week.
He had a voucher. There you go.
Yeah, actually, mostly tools and paints, new work mat, Mr. Colour leveling thinner, Vallejo airbrush, flow improver, sanding sticks, and small vice. Picked up some ammo paints for one of the kits, an Academy 132nd Sopwith Camel for an upcoming club build, and a Tamiya 148 FU Corsair, big cage Corsair. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
I love the Corsair and I love the Sopwith Camel.
Yeah, I've got a couple of Corsairs up on the shelf behind me, 48th ones, but I wouldn't mind the Tamiya 32nd one as well, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
If I'm, it's one of my favourite planes.
Because she's a big bird then.
Yeah. The old Sopwith Camel's quite nice as well.
Yeah.
Like a bit of the old worldy stuff.
I love these. I love the World War I planes.
A nice little haul there, all the same. You've got some various tools and stuff there. I wonder if that's from the same tool place that frequents Telford as well.
Telford.
So Magic probably is.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Next up, we've got David Robinson. He says, "Hey, all this month I picked up a jar of Tamiya XF67 NATO Green and 3 135th kits." Well, I hope you're not. Is that one pot going to do all three? I'm wondering. But it's an Academy Polish K2GF Black Panther, a Rifield's Polish Ukraine M1A1, and a Rifield's T55 AMD.
Right.
Lots of heavy metal.
Very lots of heavy metal. Yeah.
Again, I've only built one piece of armor, one tank, and I enjoyed it. I think that was a challenge or two, and I enjoyed that.
I built a World War I tank once, the Mark V, I think, and I enjoyed it.
I'd never say never to not building another one, because I did quite enjoy it, funny enough. A nice little hole there, all the same. Oh, here we go, look. Here we go. Mr. Millgate. He says, "Good evening. This month I've received my visual impact display cases made to custom sizes. They are finely made and represent great value."
I'm glad you're enjoying them, Peter.
And this is the actual, the display cases. We saw these guys in Telford, as probably a lot of other people did if they were there. And the cases, they are very, very good. Very good. Well made, optically clear, as you can see.
The mirror in there as well. Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And very reasonably priced as well, from what I can understand. How much were they, Pete? Stick something in the chat so we can have a look after. I know they were reasonable. Next up, we've got Shane Wright, and he says, "Shouldn't the title be What Have You Brought Last Month?" Anyhow, I didn't get any kits for Christmas, so I bought myself a New Year's present, a 1/16 Trumpeter Max Pro MRAP. Oh, that's going to be big in 16th, I would imagine.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What's it? Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
I was actually looking at that myself earlier today. So,
That's going to be a beastie.
Pretty cool. I'd love to see that one built.
Would that have a full interior and everything in it as well? Obviously, it's probably got it in the cab, but what about, is all the back outfitted as
yeah,
well?
you'd like to think so.
Yeah, be cool if it is.
Normally those
Yeah,
trunks
that scale,
are
that'd be
not
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
240 pieces, so yeah, probably is.
Yeah, well, you say 200, I say 240 plus, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it could be 1,000 pieces in theory.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
like there's going to be
I
a
would
lot of.
say 1,000 pieces if it would be 1,000 pieces.
Sounds like there's going to be
Or
a lot of PE.
Yeah.
Or it could be 241.
Yes, it could
Just
be.
say.
I'm sure Shane's in the chat. Shane will let us know.
Yeah.
Nice little purchase anyway, Shane.
Well, at least there are no tracks on that. So because normally they say 500 pieces, and 400 is tracks.
Next up, we've got something from Michelle, and she says, "Got these from Bolton Show. Well, partner got them for me. Can't wait to get started on the pin-up, as is metal and really small for me. The figure is fully made, so no joints to work out."
Wow.
pretty
Looking
cool.
forward to see that one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to leave that there.
Dicey. Michelle Dicey.
You should be, we look forward to seeing pictures of that.
Work in progress. Yep.
Yeah, work in progress, yeah, definitely, yeah. Next up, we've got Richard Farmer, and it says, "Hi everyone, this month I picked up 2 Aoshima aftermarket wheel and tyre sets. A detail upset from Tamiya for their 124th Nissan GTR Z tune, and a carbon fibre decal sheet. Got my first order from ProScale Paints, got the 2K set, chrome stainless steel, a couple of primers, and Dodge Blue. Kit wise, managed to pick up 2 Tamiya Ducatis and rider figure in 12 scale and a Lindbergh 125th Ford Cougar 2.
Right.
I don't know if he's put pictures of those up. Let's have a look. I think he has.
Yeah.
So there's his ProScale haul.
Here we go.
Yeah, very nice. And
There's
he's also
another
got
one.
himself
there we are.
a couple of the older Ducatis.
Oh, I love
They're
that
cool,
Ford
aren't
Cougar. Oh, wow. I don't see that very often.
No, and the old Ford Cougar. Yeah, it's a bit of a
A Lindbergh kit.
yeah. Made in America by looks of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the rider, is that for the what era of bike would that be for then? Looking at the helmet, it's probably the earlier bike, isn't it, as well? Looking at the helmet design. It's pretty cool anyway. Pretty cool, Richard.
Very cool.
Yeah, it looks kind of late 70s, 80s ish.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Mark Bride. He says, 3 from me, although I've also bought some plastic boxes, gloves, cups, and a new face mask, not shown. Got some decals, trans kit parts, and other bits for future projects. So it looks like Mark's also doing the Evo GT3 Evo from the AMG, and he's got a decal set from.
Really, what was your first clue?
What's that? Sorry, PJ.
Nothing.
Is what's that? The mask, is that for the
Mask.
R8 bollocks things? Yeah, the R8 GT3 and some more zoom on parts. They look like towing eyes and things to me. And some of the Mercedes metallic badges and things at the top. Nice little haul there.
Mm.
And we've also got some other stuff. He says some helicopter aftermarket for Sea Kings and Apache projects.
All right.
He's got a fair bit of stuff there.
Yeah.
Some masks. Looks like, is that PE there, the Airwave stuff, PJ? You
Looks
put
like it, mate. Looks like it.
Looks like it.
Yeah. And some resin parts, wheels and the like.
Yeah, more masks. Wrestling
Edward-
kit.
Trying to work, what's that Edward stuff there? Not
That's PE, yeah. Can't quite make it out.
Yeah, that's not for the cyclic arms and things on the roadhead, is it, by the looks of things?
might-
Cargo seatbelt.
Cargo seat belts.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just says on the label above, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it does look.
Yeah, that's what I looked at.
Yeah, well, that's too obvious, that, Dan, to be honest. I was trying to guess it. But no, nice little haul there, Mark. And he's also got and some paint from ProScale Paints of various colours, along with some 2K.
That looks
You've got
like
a nice selection of colours there, to be fair.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah,
selection of
yeah.
colours. That Porsche Miami blue, quite nice.
Yeah. Like that Dark Mamba.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's it from Mark. And I think this is the final one from Anthony. He says,
All
quite
right.
excited about these two
Oh.
beauties. The Protar 1/9 Suzuki RK66 50cc and the 1/24 Airshima Lamborghini Murcielago RSV. Looking forward to them. Very
I'm
much.
telling you what, that 50cc, what vintage is that, Dan?
That's for
I would have said late 60s, early
Yeah.
70s.
yeah.
That is amazing. I still remember 50cc racing. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Haven't seen one of those in a long time.
That Murcielago looks good as well. Looks very much like Phil from Driftworks' RSV as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
When did that end?
When did what?
Blimey,
end?
1989, the 50/80cc World Championship ended. Wow.
A nice haul there, though, Anthony.
Very,
A nice haul there. And that is the section finish, guys. So back to
very, very cool. Thank you
Well
very
done,
much.
that man.
Good job.
Here we go. Back we are.
That's,
I might have gotten some answers there in the chat. You want to have a quick look there, Dan?
yeah. I'll go back up and have a look. So so first from Gary was Alan, did you ever do the finish builds on the Italian GB?
Yeah,
I
all
think I may
the
have missed
finished
it.
build posts are up.
Yeah,
They've all gone up.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have.
they are. Did I see the vintage one? I think you posted the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, the last one went up, which was the pre-70s.
Yeah.
It would have gone up on the first.
Yeah. Richie says thanks, guys.
Sorry, Dan, just to butt in. Just on the
Yeah,
group, guys. Going forward, I'm not going to be having anything to do with them. Paul's running them now, so I say I've just not got the time for them anymore. So just there. So
yeah, because he has put out a list of what he's doing this year for group builds already. So,
yes, he has. Yeah.
Was that on ISM or was that on his supporter?
No, it's on the group. No, it's on the group builds page. He's put it up on.
Is
the
it? That's on. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on so many pages, I lose track.
I say I'm still on there to help out with the modding and stuff of the page. But Paul's basically running the group builds this year.
Cool. Yeah. He's picked because his JDM build has just started.
That's correct. Yeah.
The other day.
The other day.
Yeah. So definitely go have a look and join in if anyone's out there.
Yeah.
That Initial D actually. There you go. Initial D. AE86.
JDM,
Good candidate for JDM.
Than that.
Yeah. Moaning Harper is with us saying evening all.
Hey, evening.
Morning.
How you doing?
Dominique says, Roland, I now see a refrigerator in your man cave.
Oh, it has been there forever.
Mm.
Can't live without it. Where do you store your beers? I mean, come on.
Well, exactly. Just outside here is fine. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave Robinson says, good evening all. I'll catch up later as I'm cooking tea tonight. Hope you all have a fantastic night and weekend and look forward to seeing everyone's great models. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
And enjoy watching in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple of hellos to Judder. Scale model snail said aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yep.
Aluminum. Right. That's the one.
Aluminum.
Mark Broyd is in saying, hi guys, just dropped in to give a thumbs up, but unexpectedly have a 1-year-old grandson around. Oh, right. Okay.
Introduce him to modelling. Get him started early.
Yeah, get him started early. Exactly.
That's you all missed it because when Alan was doing that, my grandson actually came in just to say hello. And as he was walking out the door, he actually said, I watch your videos, Pops.
Oh, bless.
Well,
he's got an old phone because he's obsessed with YouTube. So he's got an old phone, but it's logged in on my account. And because my personal account is different from my channel account, my channel videos always pop up on my personal account. So he's obviously started watching my videos.
That's cool.
Very cool.
So there we go. I've got another subscriber.
Indoctrination, that's called, Dan.
Yeah.
Indoctrination.
So yeah, so Mark says we'll catch up later. Have a good remainder of the show if I don't get back in. Thank you, Mark. Sean White says super hobby in Poland for the enamels.
Cool.
Oh yeah, super
Right.
hobby. They are actually very good, actually. Yeah. Mark Runsman says it's Gary's Stuff channel. Yep. Mike Pierre Hasselgrove is in saying evening, everyone. Evening, Mike.
How's it? How's it, Mike?
Right.
And then Gary, of course, said he had a voucher from Hero Boy.
Of course, yes, you did. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And as he has done in the past, well, actually says it sets for the next build, but he drains off the reducer and replaces it with MLT and paint. He said he painted a Telefonica last night and had no issues
Cool.
using
That's
MLT
good
as his
news, at least,
reducer.
Gary.
Cam talking to Sue. Johnny Just is in saying evening all.
Hey,
How is
Johnny.
everyone? Haven't
Hi,
been on
Johnny.
here in ages. Good to be back.
Good to have you.
Peter Milgate says these are quite large for 1/12 kits mainly and work out at about £40 average.
Do you know what? That is cheap as chips in it, to be fair.
That's not too expensive.
You know, for one of the 1/24 cases you get off Amazon, you're talking 10, 12 quid, aren't you?
Good price.
Yeah.
Good
In
price.
reality. That's
These
Yeah,
look
I
pretty nice.
suppose at the end of the day, it is a lot of clear plastic to
Yeah.
cover a 1/12 kit. So yeah. So Shane says it hasn't. So the MRAP has an interior, but a scope for added detail. Only 5 pieces of PE. Only 5.
Only
All
5.
right. And that is
Cheapskates.
this is a kit which I like, not a PE friend.
Yeah. Aging eyesight. That's the problem. You see.
Yeah, that
Oh
is the
God,
problem.
isn't it just?
Gary says, yeah, the Konica Minolta is 2006, hence the detail set.
Of course, yeah.
All right.
Dan Usher is in, says, oh yeah, folks, quick visit to raise a digit on my way back to the bench. So stay classy all and don't do anything that I want.
Well, thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah. Nigel T says, I thought I put my Hobby Boss Tiger tank on. Oh well, bought a 116 Tiger tank from Hobby Boss.
Oh.
Well, put it on next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
didn't miss him, did I?
Yeah. And watch Colin's channel because he's building that at the minute. Just saying.
Yes. Yeah. Gary says, seems funny now, seen 50cc racing. Is quick shifter is more powerful. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure a 50cc bike could drag me around at any great speed. Peter
Unless you're
Milgate
going
says
downhill, then.
116.
I'm just trying to
You what?
work that out in my head.
I said, unless you're going downhill.
With a stiff tailwind and yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, those 50cc's could become quite fast. I remember it was
Not with Dan on the back of it.
Them racing bikes, the 50cc's, they used to put, for the size of the engine, they used to put out a bit of horsepower, to be fair.
I mean, we had 50cc's and we obviously, everybody fiddled around on them and the engines only lasted 200 kilometers and you had to rebuild them. But anyway, they were quite quick.
So remember, there were 2 strokes, so they had a wicked power band.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it in the power band, like I remember the old RM80s and the likes in the days, and all the old motocrossers and stuff used to ride. Get them up in the power band.
Blue smoke everywhere and off you go.
Yeah. Brilliant.
What noise did they make?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the noise Beaker made, but there we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, Peter Milgate says 116 Tiger. That'll be a beast. Nigel says it is, mate. Not bad. Seems I only went for paint. Yeah, that's the usual. You go in for paint, come out with a bag full of kit, and forget the paint you went in for.
Yep.
Anfield Road lay on the loft is in, saying hi, big thumbs up.
Hello there.
Hi, Lee.
Maritime Modeling says, yeah, don't usually build bikes for that 50cc Suzuki. Interesting kit. Yeah, Protar kits are not fantastic. So
it probably isn't.
Be plenty of work.
The subject is amazing.
It's a real modeler's kit, not an assembler like me.
Yeah. So it's in Gary's hands, obviously, so it will be perfect.
Nigel says, yeah, but it's all good having a decent model shop nearby. It's just expensive. That is one thing that, you know, a lot of us online shop for our models, but if you do have a local hobby shop, please
Yeah.
always try and support them.
I do. I try and if the stuff I can get, because I'm always passing my local hobby shop with work
Mm.
anyway. So it's only a say 2-minute detour. Park the van outside and the
Yeah.
double yellows, nip in, get what you want, and back out and off you go. You know.
Well, yeah, parking a works van on double yellow lines.
Yeah,
Oh,
hazard lights
standard.
on, good as gold.
Yeah. You mean universal parking lights?
Them's the ones.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So if there's anybody that works for the local police in the Merseyside area,
And you'll find us Widnes High Street, I think. What is it?
well, same thing. Yeah.
You legally have 20
Yeah,
minutes
close
on
enough.
average, don't you?
Close enough. Brandon says, "Oh man, Carl Weathers just passed." Oh, Carl Weathers just passed away. Blimey,
Oh,
he was 76
okay. Jeez.
from Predator.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 76.
Mm.
Blimey, that's not old.
No.
Nope.
Well, it's not
these
Not
these
days.
old
days,
these
is it?
days.
It's not these days.
No.
It used to be, but it's not these days. In all fairness.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
But then
young,
celebrity lifestyles, you know, I'll
Yeah.
not say no more. Living the high life. The intake is in, saying not too bad. Jamie's in as well, saying evening crew and all in chat. A little late to the party. Well, Jamie, that's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Catching up
It's
to do,
just
aren't he?
very
Must
disappointing.
do better, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, must try harder.
Must try harder.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was written on every report. You know that, don't you?
I can't
Yeah.
believe that actually.
Rob 1970 is in, saying hi all. How's it hanging?
How's it, Rob?
Why?
And
Why?
it is.
Pretty good. The intake then says hi all.
How's it intake?
Yeah, Ice Queen then, yeah, really remembers Carl Weathers from Rocky, of course. Yeah, of course, Apollo Creed as well. That was his other famous role. A couple of hellos to Judder. Peter Millgate having a pop at Jamie. You get him, Peter. Have a go with him.
Sue having a pop at him.
Yeah, and then then Sue having a pop at, yeah. So it's all kicking off. Get the bouncer.
It's going rough here.
And a couple more have just snuck in. JT Scale Model saying, "Hey fellas, been enjoying your shows. Good stuff. Glad to hear it." And Wayne Saunders is in saying, "Hi guys."
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
And we're all caught up again.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, guys. Tell us. Thanks, Alan, for the what have you bought. Always interesting to see what people buy, especially when you live where I live. Lots of the stuff is not available here. So, oh, that looks good. Oh, I must try.
There we go again. The bloody violins out again.
That's just horrible. In the third world, you know, it's just rough. Right.
Alex,
Well, Dan,
Alex.
while you were talking, have a sip of water. What we're doing a world first today. We're having Alan sharing the screen while Dan is doing the voiceover for
What could
What
possibly go wrong?
This could be
what can possibly go wrong.
Are we ready?
And we will have a look what you guys are busy with, given the fact that Scattergood is not well at the moment. Dan Croak has volunteered to have a go at his section. Thanks very much, Dan.
Yep.
And it's all yours.
Yep. So this is this month's work in progress, and we're kicking off with Scale Model Chris. So Scale Model Chris says, "Evening all. First up on the bench at the moment is the Alpha Models Ferrari 812 in 24th scale, painted in fire scale Audi Merlin purple. That's a cracking color. With a satin 2K finish. Oh, nice. And interior all painted with a mix of NATO black and black texture. Tried to push the interior detailing a bit more with this one, now getting ready for final assembly."
That's cool.
But that's
I like that colour.
Very cool.
that's a very different color for a Ferrari. Very,
Yeah.
very different. Very nice.
Well, it's cool. I like it. I like it.
I like the matching touches on the interior as well, actually.
The carpets. Is that little drinks bottle there? Is it in there?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Very cool.
Next up, also scale model Chris, who's been busy.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Second one on the bench is the 24th scale PZY kit box LBWK Liberty Walk Silhouette Aventador GT Evo. Oh, take a deep breath after that name. Yeah, it's gone together really well. Body's painted in fire scale grey aluminium Mercedes, as opposed to grey aluminum Mercedes.
Yeah, that's
all exterior parts now painted and ready for decals. Thanks for looking. Have a good show and weekend.
Oh, thanks, Gilmore.
That's-
It looks amazing.
It must have a huge wing on the back of that, is it?
I love
Yeah,
that.
again, that's an interesting body design on that.
I love that. I
Oh,
love that.
look, there he is.
Yeah.
It's the old, yeah, quite like the red contrast on the back. Actually, it's quite
Yes.
nice. Yeah. Next up is the one and only Dan Pedersen, who is working on this Tamiya 24th Enzo Ferrari for the ISM Group builds Ferrari build. So it's primed in grey primer, 6 coats of Snasbury Pearl from Pro Scale Paints, and topped off with 2K clear. Thanks for looking. That's a
Very nice. Very nice.
That's a very clean finish on that 2K.
That looks very
Look at that, isn't it? I think he's got another picture here as well, I think. Oh, that's a rear clam. Yeah, he's done a good job with that, hasn't he?
Mm.
Oh, that's a lovely paint finish you've got on that.
Yeah,
Clear
sink
finish.
your teeth into that.
Yeah.
Very nice, Dan. Ooh.
Oy, oy.
Oh wow. Robert Hayes. So first one of 2024, the Tamiya 24 Jaguar XJR 9LM silk cut livery. So that's been primed in Mr. Surfacer 1500 grey, painted in Zero Paints white and purple. Clear coat is Gravity Spain 2K. So it's an older kit. So the original decals didn't look that good, but the person I bought this kit off supplied some aftermarket ones.
Oh,
But when they arrived, they looked like something had been splashed on them. But as these are hard set to find, I thought I'd give them a go. They were really thick, need lots of heat and lots of extra strong decal solution to make them conform, but got them done in the end. I thought they were going to crack, but when I put clear coat on them, but to my surprise, they look okay.
all right.
They look
They look good in the pictures anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
And running gear and interior next. Thanks for looking.
Very, very
Lovely
pretty.
ski.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, isn't it?
Lovely car. Yeah, very cool.
Just iconic. The silk cut Jaguar.
Oh, hey up.
Should we skip past this one?
Oh,
You wonder why we all smoked as youngsters,
Yeah.
or a lot of us did. Oh God, is this the wrong section?
Ha, 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 ha.
There we go. The one and only PJ is in with his 12th scale MFH Alfa Romeo 8C 2900B Mille Miglia winner 1938. Work in progress number 3. So he says, "I up denial." Who
No,
I am denial tonight.
Daniel, it's 2 A's. He spells his name with 2 A's.
I know. The body on the 8C has been primed and painted in a sumptuous Alfa Romeo Rosso. Decals have been applied and sealed with a couple of layers of 2K clear coat. Still lots of chrome detail parts to be added, particularly around the radiator grille and along the louvered engine cover panels, which are loose fitted in the photos. And apart from some detail painting and weathering, everything under the body is more or less complete. Next up, the final lap. Another 1,000 miles then.
Yeah.
that looks amazing, PJ. I love
Nice and
that.
clean, PJ.
I love those seats as well.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a bit of weathering done on the seats. There's going to be a little bit of weathering on the body, not much, just a little bit, just subtle. As I say, the engine's too clean at the moment. That needs to be weathered up.
Yeah.
And obviously, you'll notice the lack of wheels, and that's because on previous MFH kits that have had wire wheels that I've built, the jig that you build the wire wheels on was made out of white metal.
Yeah.
In MFH's wisdom, they changed it on this particular model and made that jig out of a resin.
No.
So consequently, I did the first one, fine, no problem. I have one wheel here. The second one, that resin jig shattered.
Kidding.
So I'm waiting for a new jig to come from Japan. So I can't progress the wheels this yet. So I have
Oh
to do
dear.
little itty bits on the body and everywhere else that I've just described. So it's kind of
Yeah.
holding things up a little bit. So
Yeah, it looks
Could-
like
could-
it's
could you not-
well,
I was going to say, could you not scratch build some bricks and have it as like the?
anyway, moving on very quickly.
Left in Liverpool on his own.
Or what you could have done, or what you could have done, PJ, is give me the remnants of the jig, and I could have perhaps modelled one for you. But that's another story.
Well, well, what was,
Well, I
so-
would say if they send another resin one, take detailed measurements.
before
and-
I would have preferred a metal one rather than the resin
Yeah.
one, because if they're going to keep breaking, it's not good form, is it? So, anyway,
True,
moving on. sorry.
true. Yep, moving on. Nigel Tingy is up next, saying two for me this month: the Ferrari Group build Revell 24 scale Enzo, and in the second picture, the Hachette U96 148 Partworks build.
That's
So there should
talking
be
about
another
sumptuous.
picture there.
I like that sumptuous work, and that's a sumptuous yellow. That is.
Yeah, it's a
Very
nice
cool.
bright yellow, that isn't it?
Beautiful.
They look good in yellow Ferraris as well.
Mm.
Let's have a look for the other picture. And then
Oh,
Oh, well,
That's going to be massive. That is going to be absolutely massive.
what was that?
what scale was that?
That's a 48 scale U96
Oh, right, okay.
Partworks.
Okay,
That's going to be huge.
that's going to be huge.
it's a V7. You got
Yeah.
V7. But yeah, it's going to be huge.
And that looks like wiring in it as well. So
Yeah,
I guess it's
so
going to have
it's got
some
lighting
lighting.
and stuff in it. Yeah,
Bit of lighting, yeah.
I've that it makes all the echo ping noises and all that sort of stuff. Maybe
Makes all the what?
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
echo ping noises.
Echo ping.
From the
Okay.
sonar.
Sonar.
Yes, he's sonar.
Yeah, that was the word I was missing. Okay.
You know me. Descriptive. PJ, descriptive.
But we all know what he meant.
Yeah.
I do now.
Okay, most of us knew what he meant. Aaron Timpson is up next, and Aaron is building the Tamiya 20th scale Ferrari F2001.
Ooh.
So painted in Pro Scale Ferrari F1 Rosso and Pro Scale 2K. Top Studio brake set and Taboo Marlboro decals. I
Mm.
like that.
It's cool, isn't it?
I like that. I think, yeah.
Smooth.
Again, I think the Ferraris always look good with the full Marlboro
Yeah.
Yeah.
sponsorship. Maybe something like the SF90, they kind of, some of the fake barcodey stuff was good, but
Yeah.
the genuine Marlboro always looks good. I like that.
Yeah, nice clean
And
board
that's
that
it.
as well, Aaron, so far.
Yeah, it's a tidy little engine as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Size of this.
Oh my god.
Ooh, talk about a big.
Oh, and Thomas Probert's working on some more progress on this very long-term build as it inches towards painting. Sanger's 148 scale B52H vac form kit.
Wow.
And yes, that is a
Wow.
double bed it's sitting on.
Wow.
Oh, that's massive.
Wow. So he's building that in one house and living in somebody else's. Wow.
But like that is so big, Simon could probably sit inside it and fly.
He could fly it.
Yay. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
that is
I'd-
impressive, isn't it?
in all seriousness, I'd love to know how Thomas is going to display that, or where he's going to display that,
In the garage.
because that is just wow, huge. I mean,
Wow.
10 out of 10
Yeah, well-
for
I don't see wheels, so maybe he makes it a flying display and hangs it under the ceiling. or something.
possibly under the
Yeah.
ceiling. It's always a good place to hang it under the ceiling, isn't it? Rather than
That is impressive in all fairness.
it is. Yeah.
Very cool.
Can you imagine the look on his face when we took that out of the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have gone for a smaller scale.
So Glue Sniff Garage, is Hey All been working on this 24 scale Aoshima Cyber Formula Stormsender Spiegel. Got the first round of paint done on the bodywork. Is the Alclad Holomatic Spectral Chrome. And next up is clear coat, then a load of masking for the next colours.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Such
Yeah,
Yeah.
different.
cool.
Something different.
Yeah, very. But I like it.
Mm.
That paint's crazy, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the stuff that Luke did on his Skyline at one stage as well. I do
Yeah,
like
the,
that.
yeah, the one with all the engine and stuff you put in, and yeah,
Yeah.
the 2JZ in. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. I remember.
Yeah. No, it's a good colour. I like that.
It's nice.
So Mark Runciman is up next. So Evelyn and all have been working away on a build for a friend of mine of a car we both use for rallying. It's a Revell 24 scale BMW compact and is slowly converted from road to rally spec.
All right.
3D printed wheels and Pro Scale Montreal blue acquired to replicate the look. Scratch built cage is next for it.
Yeah, that's going to keep you busy for a little while, but that looks amazing.
The wheels have come out good as well, haven't they? Nice
Mm.
and sharp.
Yeah, they are nice wheels actually. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That's nice. Huh?
Yeah, I think there's a second picture as well.
Oh,
there
wow.
is.
Look at that. Very cool.
Yeah, nice bit of progress on that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then it is Dave Robinson. David Robinson, who says, "Hey, all started working on this last weekend. It's the Ryfield 35th T55 AMD, which was a T55 AM testbed for the Drozd meaning thrush in English.
Nice soft
I think
focus.
it's pronounced D-Rozd. Okay, which is the world's first hard kill active protection system to protect armor from attacks from missiles.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting. This kit is excellent from what you'd expect from Ryfield's excellent engineer parts. They include a lot of drilling, very similar to their T55A mod 1981.
Mm.
Very cool. That looks very cool.
isn't it?
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the finished build here. Very nice, Dave.
Cool.
That's... Oh, not him again. Jesus.
Millgate again.
Yeah.
Work progresses, then work when work allows. So this is the MFH 12 scale McLaren MP48. Engine is going nicely, but classic paint work with zero paints. Fought back requiring a full strip and go again with better prep. It burns your retina if you look too long. Thanks to Scale Fanatics for guiding me through the stripping process. The
Very
paint
cool.
stripping process, that is.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
clarify, yes. Yeah, Pete had a bit of a battle with this one. But that engine's looking really
Engine's
good.
looking good. Yeah.
He's doing that, isn't it? Yeah. And we've discovered that brake fluid doesn't melt resin.
No, that,
Yeah.
Good-
Whereas
good to know.
I discovered brake fluid melts bell kits.
Yeah.
However, I have to give a shout out to Bell Kits. I contacted them. They were very nice.
Mm.
Trying to find out a little bit more info. They didn't have much, but they very kindly sent me replacement parts and
Oh.
replacement decals as well. So
Oh,
that's
bless.
very nice. of them.
despite it being my screw up, they were very happy to help out. So
10 out of 10 to them.
That's good. That's good to
yeah,
hear.
yeah. Big nod to Bell Kits for that.
Yeah, because they didn't have to do that, did they?
No.
No. I screwed it up and I put it in brake fluid. So
Mm.
maybe I should do that with all manufacturers with all my kits.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris Dover is working on this Das Werk 116 251 half track. Slowly making progress. Kit has a lot of detail. Start on all the transmission linkages next. Now, when Chris Dover says slowly making progress, I think that
Mhm.
means it might take a little bit more than a couple of days to be finished it.
Yeah.
That's,
Probably
that's fairly big as well, because that's on a Tamiya paint stand, that isn't it? So that's fairly big.
Well,
Yeah.
it
That's
doesn't,
massive.
it doesn't do small, does he?
No.
No.
There's a fair bit of detail in that as well.
It is. The engine's massive.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
I like.
You like
Like
that?
I always like half track.
Mm.
What's this?
Oh, and Shane has actually already been working on the Trumpeter 16th and Max Pro MRAP. So lower hull all done. Going to be a SWAT version. Nice.
Now that is something that Simon could sit in.
Yeah. That is large, isn't it? Wow.
Mm,
Yeah.
Biggie.
Oh, liking the exhaust as well at the back there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice detail.
very cool.
Good work, Shane.
Very nice. Oh, here's this one.
Oh God.
Ah,
Wrong section. Ah.
Ta-da.
So this is me. So this is the new 24th scale Audi A4 from the BTCC. So finally got this kit and actually ended up getting two of them, and yeah, managed to make some progress through to the body being 2K'd. So it's been primed in UMP black, base coat of Zeros A4 silver, and Gravity Spain 2K. Also the detail up kits as well to add, which include lots of carbon for the interior and the usual kind of brake details and seat belts, etc. So
Those ring decals, were they single or was that one big decal?
two parts basically. But as a few people have kind of spotted, the middle bit is actually decal film, so it is worth actually cutting it out because you end up with a huge area of clear decal film. Which
What, all this part in here?
yeah.
What about, and this one here is all done?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So just
Wow.
get in there with a knife or a scissors and just trim it out.
Cut it out,
Get
yeah.
out there.
Makes the deck a little bit more fiddly, but you just avoid any risk of
Folding
any kind of
decal film.
silvering or it not conforming properly. But other than that, decals went down absolutely fine. Clear coat is on and probably nearly cured by now because I did it last Sunday. So
Oh yeah, should be. Yeah.
That's looking cool. That done. That's looking cool.
Yep.
Next up.
Ooh, look at that.
oh, Sue, what? Oh, that's very interesting. So evening, Dan, guys, still working on my Warhammer Age of Sigmar Alariel Everqueen. As you can see, the woody bits and leafy bits are done now. And so are her wings. Still a bit more to do, but she's getting there slowly. All Citadel paints used. Thanks for looking.
That's
Very,
cool.
very
I like
cool.
that.
That's
she
pretty
always-
sizable as well, actually, because
Yeah,
that's
it looks a biggie, yeah.
Yeah.
She always does
Yeah.
interesting stuff. Really love it.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at that more and more and seeing more detail. That's cracking.
Yeah,
That.
exactly. Yeah, that's one of those where you look and see more. Very cool.
I think we've got another picture as well, I think.
yeah. It's just
Very cool.
Good detail. Look at
Yeah,
Wow.
it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
yeah, that's lovely work, Sue. Richard Farmer is in with the Tamiya 24th scale Mitsubishi Evo 6 for the JDM group build over on ISM. So primed and pro scale paints white, painted in Tamiya X2 flat white. Floor and chassis has had a light grey wash, and that's about it so far. So early
Alright.
days.
Yeah, that's very nice. Evo 6, not bad. I like it.
Evo 6, lovely car. And
Yeah.
good kit as well. Yeah, good start. Moving on next. Mark Bride. Hi guys, mainly been working on the Tamiya 24th scale 4GT, been making carbon fiber templates for various parts, which has taken some time. But now they have the body paint. Painted in pro scale paints Miami blue.
Very
That
pretty.
is that's a nice blue. I like that.
Yeah,
That look
very
nice when it's
pretty.
2K. That'll
Yeah,
really.
And I like the carbon diffuser as well. That's
yeah,
Yeah, Mark likes his carbon as well, don't you, Mark?
yeah. One of those part of the carbon people.
Yeah, he's doing a good job on that. Very nice.
you find we're all carbon people to a certain extent.
Yeah.
This is a beast.
Anthony.
So Anthony Rico's got my whip this month is the 12 scale Tamiya Moto Guzzi V10 Centauro. What a bike.
What a bike. indeed.
Nice that one out of the box has an engine on display. Great kit so far. Expected from Tamiya though. Hope you like it.
Mm,
Yeah, that's.
yeah, they do.
I like the colours you're going for. That's
Mm.
a bright green. I like that.
With the
Like
blue
Hauser
accents.
green.
Very cool.
I like how he's putting all the patina on things as well. It's
Yeah,
it's such
Yeah,
a
he
cool,
does. He does that kind of stuff.
very nice.
Very nice.
Ooh.
And my other work in progress is my worst kit ever. Oh, the Heller 72nd scale Gloucester Javelin, which I actually built. I did build that years ago. Stupidly, I decided to rescribe it. Don't think I've gone deep enough, but it was some good practice. Into paint now, and it's turning into a graffiti plane with some black basing. Either it's going to look epic, or I'm wasting paint. I'm learning. I'm leaning towards wasting paint. Well,
So far, it looks quite cool. I like it.
You get
yeah.
you get a
I
blank
kind- I
you
kinda-
get a blend coat on that. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
I mean, obviously, it's got to be painted yet. I mean, that's just the kind of base.
Yeah.
I can see what you're trying to do with it. I mean,
Mm.
if you get
So-
that grey and green layered on properly, that'll be.
So not being into doing this sort of stuff, I take it that gives all the tonal when you put the top coat on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it like different colours for the
Like ripples and then
Yeah.
that'll work and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
cool.
Love it who he does Hella with hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember building that. Oh, I must have built that. I would say 20, 25 years ago, which would have been brush painted with Umbral enamels. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the kit actually.
Yeah, you see all the tools there for cutting and
Yeah.
reshaping.
I definitely didn't rescribe it when I built it. I know that. Rescribing didn't exist back then.
No, it did.
The real plane used to have issues with was it tail store? Is it called tail store on them, Dan? But there wasn't enough airflow over the
Yeah,
Yes,
high
it-
angle of attack. Yeah, you'd lose pitch authority because you'd stall the elevator.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
that's
it's quite a
cool.
few aircraft had that issue. You look at any kind of even commercial aircraft, high wing commercial aircraft with T tails often have problems,
Yeah,
but they often don't get into the high angle of attack like you'd see on. But
Like-
military aircraft, high alpha is quite common. So
and that, folks, is that for this month.
Very cool. Thanks, Dan.
Cool.
yeah,
Good
thank you,
stuff
Alan.
there.
That's very, very cool.
Hopefully, my IT issues will be resolved for next month's show.
Well, while Dan has not done all the hard work, Alan, how about you have a quick look at what happened in the chat?
In the chat.
And
No, I can
we've
do
got
that.
it, we've
I can do that.
Go on then.
You
If
can
know
do
that. You know, okay. If you don't want the comedy value, go for it, Dan.
I've had a read already. There's no funny words in there. So
No, there's no point in doing it then.
Gray McRobert is in saying hi, chat and hosts.
How's that?
Variety of compliments for Dan P, for PJ as well.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Go for it. Painting is in saying hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Daniel, go for it. Maritime Modeling says commercial spray booth required. Yeah.
That was for the big plane.
Yep. Nigel T says so that was the sub. All lights up, rudders work, propellers work, torpedo doors open and close, anchor goes up and down, and periscope
Not bad,
goes up
damn
and down. Wow.
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 Jeez. That's very cool.
Yeah, Maritime says great work, Nigel. Love the conning tower. Just been back to take a closer look. Yeah. Thank you, Sue. Richie Lamb says good old days of the BTCC Super Tours. Love the Audi. Yeah. So one of the pages I follow on Facebook actually posted a picture of one of the season with the most works teams out there, and so at the moment we've got the Audi, the Volvo is out, the S40, the 155 they're supposed to be doing as well at some point. You can get the older Estate Tamiya kit as well. So there's quite a few of them out there. Just really need the Mondeo, and I reckon the Laguna. That'd be the two
Yeah.
that would really make.
They're not bringing what about the Cavalier though? Because that was that sort of era as well.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah,
it?
the Cavalier, that one as well, yeah, and the Primera as well.
Yeah. You need them all, don't you? Really? I mean, there's a market.
Yeah.
Well, you know, certainly with us, there's a market there, isn't there? So
Yeah. Oh, they do the Carina as well. New do the Carina in a couple of schemes. Toyota, one of the earlier ones. They're getting there. They just need to hurry along and do the rest of them.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Nigel T says, "Thank you. Conning Tower is going to be repainted because it had a nasty seam line. Oh dear.
Oh,
And all
dear.
the interior will be painted as well. Yeah."
Wow.
Mark Bright says, "Li, it's fun." Oh, lol. Caravan even. Gary says, "Nice Guzzy, like the engine detail." Jamie says, "Awesome works in progress." Yes.
Mm.
Maritime says, "Great work, guys." Eye Candy. Black Skunk says, "Some quite technical works in progress. Cracking work."
Mm.
Sue says, "Some great work going on there." And then Chunk is in there. West Modeler says, "Hello, Modelers." Well,
Chunk.
howdy,
Hi,
Chunk.
Chunk.
Hey, Chunk. Good to have you around.
How the devil are you, you flaming galah?
Blah.
Yeah, you drongo.
Very cool. Now, what we do today, just to have because we have what can possibly go wrong is another first.
Yeah.
PJ is not only doing PJ's question of the month, but it also does the section, "What have you ruined?"
Okay.
I think we can put those two together, PJ, and it's over
Yeah,
to you.
we'll see what I can ruin here. Hang on.
You will be excellent in that. I have
Try
no
that.
doubt.
Is that sharing?
Is
Is
Yeah,
it sharing? Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I need to move that out of the way. Okay, so we've only got one contributor this month. That's from Gary Ride the Wind. He says, "Not so much a mishap, more of a toolbox foul up." I'm going to put in there. That ended up with my fist hammered into the body. The instructions on the Salvinos JR kit mentioned not clear coating over the decals. I, of course, ignored this and used the same method I've used hundreds of times. The decals, after an hour curled up, shrank back. I will not buy another Salvino kit. Totally ruined, so beware all if you're building one.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
this is
wow, it's crazy, that, isn't it?
Oh,
sort of like round there, for example.
oh, and
And
the one
around
behind
here,
it, see.
and obviously down here. There's a
Yeah.
close-up of this, I think, further on.
There's quite a decal scheme on that as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ah, that's a shame.
Yeah, no, that makes you really angry.
All around
What are
there.
their decals made out of them for that to
I
happen?
have no idea. I mean,
That is bizarre.
Yeah,
it is. I mean,
not happen.
I would have expected some kind of, yes, there was a warning or
Yeah.
in the instructions, but makes you wonder what they're using for the decals, as you say. So again, round here.
That makes you so angry.
Especially as Gary, as we know, does some beautiful builds,
Exactly.
and for this to happen, just shows you that experienced models can get bitten as well. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I presume it was just 2K. I mean, 2K is not not
well, I
particularly
assume
aggressive because it's
no, as I say, he would have prepped it in his usual manner and all the rest of it. So it's got to be something to do with the decals, because obviously it hasn't harmed the paintwork underneath. So, bizarre.
they said in the chat made out of bloody sugar, I think.
It
So,
appears.
yeah.
Well, in fairness, I don't know what adhesive they normally use for decals, but someone did tell me once it was similar to sugar, the adhesive.
Yeah.
I have decaled over hundreds of. I've
It's
decaled
just don't understand
hundreds
what's
of
going on
decals.
there.
I've never had
It
that
just shrunk up on him, just shriveled up on him.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. So,
And the
anyway,
decals as well.
and decals as well.
before.
Well, it's cold out there, so
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
well, it's that time of year, isn't it?
yeah. No, that is bizarre, and because I was kind of looking forward to the 20th scale Indy cars they're doing.
But perhaps not so much now.
Not so much now.
No, kind
It
of
might
a
be
bit of
worth
a worry.
investigating that issue, Gary, if you're in contact with them,
I wonder if you
to
get
find
away
out
with
what they've made those decals out of,
Yeah.
and why the warning to not 2K over the top of them. There's got to be something going on there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think they specifically say 2K, so not to clear, but I wonder if you can get away with like a coat of aqua gloss over the top, leave that dry as like a barrier, and then 2K maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
But then you shouldn't have to, should you?
I mean,
Really?
no, you shouldn't. I mean,
Not-
the kit manufacturer must know that everyone's going to clear coat these things. So the question needs to be
Well,
asked.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they're an American company, and
Right.
judging by some of the pages over there, a lot of people use rattle can clears for.
To be fair, Gary, I'm surprised you read the instructions. To be fair, because when do any of us ever actually read the text? of the
Well,
instructions?
yeah,
We look at the pictures.
Mm. Yeah, have a word, Gary. Get on to him. Let us know what happens. We need to know answers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Answer.
I would definitely contact them. I
Yeah.
would.
Never mind what the instructions say. Right. Oh, is it raining?
Rain.
What?
Oh, it's raining. Oh.
Well, if you wanted rain, we could have sent you, several bucket loads,
Yeah.
or truckloads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, problem now is, of course,
I've
once
never
it
quite seen
rains,
somebody so happy to see rain before.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
the problem is once it rains, you just get the humidity now. That's the
Yeah. Something else for him
that's
to moan
that's
about.
tomorrow's problem. Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem. Right.
Yeah,
Should we
Roland's
do
gonna
the
take a
question of the
break.
month
He'll
as
be
well,
outside.
PJ, while we at it?
Did I get
Oh
it?
yeah.
Should we do the question of the
question.
month as well while we at it?
I can do, yeah, if you just bear with me a sec. Let's go with that. Okay, and
Yeah, Gary
that.
says it's halfway to landfill now. Left my glove stuck into the squash tree.
Excellent. Is that sharing okay?
It is.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So this month's question, okay. The time has finally arrived. All your currently available display areas are full of completed models. And assuming that adding more shelves somewhere or moving to a larger property is out of the question, you have a decision to make. Do you prefer to retire your older models to storage boxes, sell them for whatever someone's willing to pay for them, or do you bite the bullet and simply bin them? Nigel Tingey was first in. Succinctly put, he says, bin them.
That's short and sweet.
And we go from one extreme to the other. Alan says, this is the tough one. I was in the position before last Christmas and I was really torn on what I should do. One part of me thought about binning my first kits as they are terrible. The gap was to allow people to put their own thoughts into that. Anyway,
I know.
yeah.
I know. It's too easy.
But another
though, when you line them up like that.
Another part of me wanted to keep them as it shows the improvements in my modelling. Yeah, there you go. Insert suitable jokes there. Well, there was two places you could have put that, Alan. So just saying. Then I thought about trying to sell them some of my better kits. It was the third place. My God. But I realised I like those kits, hence why I built them. Retiring to storage boxes may have worked, but in my mind, that's as good as throwing them or selling them as I build to display. In the end, I persuaded my better half more display cabinets could work if we got rid of some of that useless tat shelving with boring things on. I don't know what you're referring to there, but okay. Eventually,
Family pictures and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know how it works.
Eventually, she agreed. I can't remember what the other part of the deal was. Yeah, it doesn't sound good though, mate. Trust me. Brandon Dresch is saying, he says, I will always keep them. If nothing else, go back and see where I started and where I am now. Yeah, good thing.
And that's my philosophy. on the whole, to be fair.
Shane Wright says, no one is going to buy my built kits. So only option is to use as target practice or get some fireworks and blow them up.
Yeah, I like the fireworks idea.
I've done many a times.
Yeah, and Mr. Croak is
Perhaps you could tie a car to a rocket and see if you can challenge Elon Musk and see how high you can get your car.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I have a story about that because I actually told this story on Colin's channel the other week about my very first build, which was when I was 6 years old. Okay, I built a Spitfire from Frog. Okay, I was proud of it, as you do. My uncle John, thought it'd be a neat idea to try and make it fly for real. So he attached it to a rocket. Okay, sent it up. And the inevitable happened. The largest part we found several hours later was just one of the wings. You'd think that would put me off modeling for life, but obviously it didn't. So
no, as we all can.
No. Anyway, getting to Dan's comment. My preference is to keep them. I'm a natural board hoarder. You and me too, brother. All the kits I built in my youth were in my parents' attic. I did actually bin them. Everything since has been kept until about 6 months ago, and I started binning the older ones. My builds for the last 8 to 9 years will probably be kept. Ultimately, my hoarding attachment has started to wane, so it's likely that I will bin them at some point or even sell if I think they're good enough.
Right.
I can relate to all that. I mean, I fall into the camp where I rotate because I've got quite a small apartment. I'll just stop sharing that. Let's see that. I've got quite a small apartment, so I have to, when I build something, I have to retire something else from the living room. That is either going to, at the moment, I've got enough space to box things up. Okay, but the ones that are already boxed up, there will come a time where a decision has to be made. Do I sell them or do I bin them? I'm not there yet, but well, no.
Yeah, I also more or less in the same boat. I also have a two-step strategy. At the moment, I'm still at boxing them, but there will be a time becoming where there's no more spaces in the boxes, and then I will have to start to bin some because there's so much space in this little hut, and my wife has a similar hoarding affinity for all other kind of knickknacks, which she will not get rid of. So I don't know how you got that right, Ellen. I need to get some tips.
Well, I was just about to ask. Can I ask for those of you that are married? I'm not, obviously, but for those of you who are married, and you've got to take into consideration your other half's wishes for what gets displayed and not displayed throughout the house.
Yeah.
Do they lay down the law? Do they say you're not having the living room? Don't even think about it. I mean, what's the consensus?
No. There are places and the cars which she in particularly likes, like a pink 50s Chevy Corvette or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We have in the house, and but otherwise, as you can see behind me, but I have cleared those shelves, so some of that is in storing, so I can rebuild with newer models.
Yeah. I mean, for me on that, I mean, the other half does like cars anyway, but she's requested that I build certain models. Like you might remember, I built that VW camper, the T5 bus thing.
Yeah.
A while ago, that was built for the other half because she wants one of those. So, yeah, there you go. There's a T5 camper. I've got you one. And she wanted a Beetle, so I built her a Beetle. And things like that. So it's a trade-off. It's all,
that's all give and take. Of course, it is.
Yeah, I think generally for me, I've got this room. I've got an entire room in the house.
Sure.
So from
but at some point in time, you are going to fill that room.
It's pretty full already.
Just thinking ahead, mate. Just thinking ahead.
Yeah. I don't think Michelle would be too keen on models displayed around the rest of the house, but I think it wouldn't be a point of kind of issue for me to not display them elsewhere in the house. So, And to be honest, because my hoarding tendencies have genuinely waned, I'm not as I don't know. She's probably changed me over the years, so I'm not as bothered anymore. I don't have that attachment to them as
No.
much.
Have you not tried the hanging them from the bedroom ceiling above the bed stuff, Dan? No, with the airflow stuff.
Well, I've still got a ceiling in here, so if I ever need to have more space, I've got an entire
but you-
ceiling to fill as well. So
How often do you lie down in there, Dan?
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, my other question is going to be, if you do get, if you are allowed to put a model in the living room, on mantelpiece, whatever, have you ever heard the phrase, "Oh, I'm not dusting that. You'll have to do that yourself."
Well, that's a given. That nobody gets, like my display case in the front room. Nobody goes in that display case apart from me.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
That's the rule in the house. They know. They go in that
Yeah.
display case. They're moving out.
It's
It's quite simple. So
Oh, fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Rules have been laid down.
Yeah. So with a 5-year-old grandson, I mean, since he's been kind of 2 or 3, I've always kind of allowed him to see stuff in here and I make it very clear that the models are for looking at, and there are certain things which he knows he can kind of go and play with. Hence, he's got a bit of an addiction to Hot Wheels now. So because he knows Hot Wheels are for playing with. So
Yeah.
But
There we go.
but even then we spotted some Hot Wheels in one of the local shops recently. So he got one and I got one. But when we came home, I said, I'm not going to open mine because I really like that car. So this is one I'm going to keep. And he completely understood. He was fine about it.
Yeah.
All
cool.
right.
So,
Here we go.
but then obviously he got his one. He got his Hot Wheels, which was a police car. So he was delighted.
You can play with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Jamie says he's only just been allowed in the house.
We just allowed it down.
Nigel T says all my models have to stay in my man cave. Nothing is allowed out. Not even me sometimes.
I mean, I'll be honest. The missus is generally happy when I'm out in here.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because she can have whatever she wants on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. Rob says 25 to 30 models on display, and he started putting them in acrylic cases, and that's the same I want to do.
Yeah.
Looking at all your acrylic cases, that obviously is the way to go.
Cool.
Very cool.
Thank you, everybody, for your contributions.
Yeah, very nice, very interesting. And it is a good question. It was a very good question because let's face it, we all build too much and we all run out of space. So,
And depending on what scale you usually build, you can run out of space a lot quicker than some model builders.
Yeah.
AJ, having been to yours, and seen your display stuff, you've got a lot of large scale models.
Yeah.
A lot. So,
yeah.
and ultimately, is it the smaller scale stuff that would get binned, you think, before the large?
Oh
scale?
yeah. That's what's been happening.
Oh yeah.
That's what's been happening. The small scale cars, the excuse me, 124s have been getting stored. Okay, there's a few planes and whatever. It's 148 scale that have been taken off display, which you haven't seen.
Yeah.
And a few of bibs and bobs. So yeah, but it's,
I mean, that Fiat 112 right there at the back of the Alpha, it's not going to get built that quickly, than one of the 24 models. That's for sure.
At least with the Fiat 500 Roland in 112, it's only the size of a big 124.
You're right about that. But
it's about 116. Yeah.
I mean, it's things like that, that they're huge, and they take up a lot of space. That's the issue you have, isn't it? So
it's one of the reasons.
Do you know what happened there? That was that
112.
Sorry, Ron. That was just a gratuitous plug for
that bloody Trans Am.
Yeah. It's a whole
Got
shelf.
an entire shelf for itself. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the 1.8.
But that thing
Yeah.
is huge. What you should do with that, Dan, is get like a picture frame, glue it to the picture frame, hang it on the wall.
okay.
Yeah, possibly. I was thinking more
Basically,
set
that's
fire to it.
basically a hanging cabinet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have it running up the wall.
Yeah. No, I'm okay for storage space at the moment. And I know from the size of it
Mm.
that when I need to, I can probably just get a single one of those really useful boxes, get the right size, box it up, and put it away. Because that was the other thing that ran through my mind was actually I could treat some of my display cabinets a bit like a museum does. So you can have like a curated display. So I could have this month I'm going to display the 1/8 kit. And then a month later, I swap it out for, I don't know, a collection of Peugeot 24th scale rally cars. So almost have like a,
Yeah.
you know, because then it kind of forces me to clean them and repolish them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is an issue, isn't it? Keeping them on top
Yeah.
of dust and stuff, because even in a cabinet they still get dusty.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do eventually. Yeah. Right.
But, I'll be honest, I'm a big kid. I still like picking them up and looking at
Yeah.
them. So,
Yeah, me too.
You don't run them
Yeah.
around the desk or anything, do you? No.
No.
not while
Do-
people are
do-
watching.
Doing
No.
brum brum noises and
Absolutely not. Yeah.
liar, liar.
Right.
I say, and I say that might be a good point. Then we're playing with display platforms now as well currently for displaying models and things. I don't know if people can see them in the background here, just to angle things a little bit better.
Would you like to show them in large? Oh, hello.
Oh,
It's coming in.
Roland's gone full screen on us.
No, he's not. He's gone for his finished bills. Hang on, Roland. Can you just
Must I get out again?
stop sharing?
I stopped sharing.
We're just saying that
Just have a look at his little stands that
yeah, we've
Oh,
been
okay.
making some.
Mr. Parker's developed.
Well,
All
not so
right,
much, it's just to take it. It's just basically holds it on an angle, so when it's actually in the cabinet, you can see more of the car rather than just a side profile.
All right.
Just little things like that, that's will help with displaying, and then like a two-tier thing. So if you've got a lot of detail on the bottom of a car, you can actually see through the top of the glass and a mirror and see the bottom and things. So things like that working at the moment.
Yeah, they're very cool. Very cool. I like that mirror one if you have a detail, because people never see that, if you put that in a normal shelf.
No.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Right. Can I try sharing again? Or
You can.
Go for it, mate.
here we go.
Oh.
Right.
There
And
you
we go with the what have you finished? And just for clarification again, we said 1 or 2 pictures. So we last time said we only 1 pictures, but some people protested profusely. So we stick with 2 pictures, and we just have to change my presentation style because somehow YouTube has, not YouTube, Facebook has changed that in some other way. Right, but we will adapt. That's not a problem. And we start with Mr. Brendan Drescher.
Do we need to tell everybody the rules first?
Sorry.
There's no rules, is there? We're just going
Well,
through
what I mean is,
we'll vote on it after.
you need to, yeah. Okay.
What we will do, we will look at all the models and
Okay.
you can decide which one is the best. And after that, I normally do a quick run through again, which gives you time to vote for the best model. And once you have been voted in as the best model, you will be on the banner of the Friday Night Modelers Facebook page.
Cool.
We start with Brendan Drescher. He finally calls this one done, which is the 124 Tamiya R34 with Nismo front bumper, Tamiya Nismo detail upset, Tamiya R34 PE detail upset, paint body custom mix. I did using Mr. Hobby Paints, interior Mr. Hobby Gray and Green, wheels Gravity Colors Nismo Bronze, clear Gravity Colors 2K matte clear, aftermarket with a custom-made Godzilla decals, Zoom on carbon fiber decals, Zoom on bright seats, metal shifter, hood pins, license plate and tachometer, resin painted roll cage, NOS tank, fire extinguisher, Apache controller, flip-up screen and pot gorge. Wired the tachometer and NOS tank. That's fantastic. That's very cool, Brendan. That's really very cool.
Did a good job on that.
And let's have a look at the interior so you can see the wired up stuff as well. Nitro bottle, fire extinguisher, all there. Very nice. I like that. Very cool, Brandon.
Hmm.
Right, then we have Daniel Peterson, who has a Hobby Design 124 Nissan 35 GTR Combat version. He primed that in gray primer, painted with Earl Grey from ProScale Paints, 2 days worth of decals, all topped off with 2K clear. Decided on fully tinted windows for a darker look. More pics and info available on my page, Dead Phoenix Models. Thanks for looking. Very cool.
All that done.
Very, very
Oh.
cool. I like that a lot.
That's one
Yeah,
done.
it's lovely work.
Look at the rear view. Come on, here we go. Very nice. I like the stance. I love that stance. Very
Oh.
cool. Right, Paul Christopher has made a nice collage here. He completed the Revell 125 Cadillac Lowrider. Oh, I love a good lowrider. Kit went together quite nicely. The floor pan is supposed to be screw Adria, but it flexed so he left them out. That's fine. Painted in MIG Violet and Tamiya Titanium Gold. U-Pole top coat, interior Valia White and Alien Purple, chassis steel and Alien Purple, engine and engine bay Titanium Gold. Decals went on okay for an older kit, but one side is slightly higher and I could not get it to lift without breaking, so left it. Yeah, that's what we did.
Absolutely.
Very cool. I love that.
Nice.
Very cool.
I like that.
Lowriders are cool. Robert Hayes. He is the latest off the benches is 124 monogram 1969 Dodge Super B. Primed in Mr. Surfacer White 1500 colors, ProScale Paints Porsche Mamba Green, ProScale 2K Clear Coat, decals applied using UMP decal setting solutions, bare metal foil chrome used for window frame trims, ProScale Paints chrome system used on bumpers, front grille, rear lights, surround. Loving the ProScale Paints Porsche Green has really popped with the ProScale 2 Clear. Both went down great, so easy use. Also first time using the chrome system. Very impressive. A few little mods done, removed the molded on wipers. I'm using some from the spare box. Also added some thin stripes of styrene to the roof to simulate seam lines for vinyl roof. Drilled holes, used some heads from sewing pins for the door locks. Added some ignition wires and some heater hoses. Photo etch bonnet pins. Interior is pretty basic, just a bit of bare metal foil added to the door panels. Thanks for looking. Very, very
Nice.
cool.
Nice, clean.
Yeah.
I love that
It's a great green, isn't
needle
it?
pins for the locks. That's a brilliant idea. Never thought of that. Very cool. I think there's another shot here. Yeah, there is. Here it is. Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that green.
Yeah.
Nice build.
Very cool. The Glusnoof Garage is
Oh,
in.
wow.
It says, evening all. Finished up this Suyata 132 Madness of the Street Lunar kit. Really enjoyable kit to build and really different from anything I've built before. Primed with UMP primers, painted with various Mr. Color and Tamiya paints, used Mr. Color fluorescent green, which glows under UV light, and used AK rust paints and UMP weathering washes too. Yeah, it's something different for sure.
It is different, yeah.
Very different, but I like it. I really do like it. Suyata Madness of the Street. Very cool.
Yeah, I like the fluorescent. That's just
Yeah.
the weirdest thing. It's cool.
Yeah.
And he's in with a second one, which is the Aoshima 124 Suzuki Karikiba van. I have the same thing as a fire engine I built before, if I remember correctly. Used AK rust paints, Tamiya gloss yellow for the main color, and various Tamiya and Mr. Color paints throughout the rest of the build. UMP weathering washes to add some dirt too. Cheers, guys. Looks amazing.
Love
I
that.
love it.
I
Love
like
it.
the board as well with all the burning
Yeah.
points and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
love that.
think that's fantastic. The rust is done fantastic. The weathering is cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I really-
that's smashing. That is.
Yeah. Very cool. Gary built a cage. Can you believe it? The Meng 112 Ford GT40 1966 Le Mans winner, Bruce McLaren's car, finished in House of Color Ford Diamond Black and House of Color 2K. Lovely kit to build with no complaints on fitment or quality. Decided not to weather it as the finish is once again excellent from House of Color products. Enjoyable builds to kick off 2024. Oh,
And
yeah,
no
I see.
decals were damaged in the making of this model.
No decals were melted. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. It opens all over the
Beautiful
show.
job. Absolutely stunning.
Very nice. Love that. Love that, Gary. Very cool. Dave Robinson. What does Dave? Oh, look at that. Hi, all. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. We do, and congratulations on getting past the 99th day of January. It was a long one, wasn't it? This month, I actually finished 2 models, both 1/35th armor. First up is the Gecko Models CVRT Scimitar 2 Operation Herrick. Fantastic little kit, has a very AFV models feel to it for anyone who has built the AFV CVRT line. Painted the MO Mix Modern US Desert, dark track, rubber and tire colors with AK Extreme, metal dark aluminium and steel to pick out bare metal highlights, and Tamiya dark green to pick out the CARC coating on the Bowman radio equipment. Anyone building this kit just needs to be really focused when doing the hull cage armor, as it can get a little ... testing. Right, that's very cool.
Yeah,
like that.
nice.
Very cool. And there's a second shot. Here we go.
There's
Oh,
a lot going on with it, isn't there? Wow.
Oh, yeah, I'll say.
Very, very
Yes,
nice.
patience was tested.
Yeah. And then the other one from Dave is I also got finished 4 years build. Looks good considering I had to rebuild the turret after I dropped it. Yeah, that's just not good. Which would have been a perfect post for the modeling mishap section, but this was 3 years ago before I found that off. Okay, yeah.
We can back catalogue it if you want.
We'll let you off with this one. This is the Rifefields 135th M1A2 SEPV2. Gee, that's a mouthful. With interior, decent kit with huge box containing in a metric ton of plastic. Metric ton of plastic. Out of box tracks were awful, so added Rifefields working bitfoot tracks. Oh, what a mistake that was. 6 parts for 1 link, then I knocked. Geez, the War and Peace here. I knocked the kent off the workbench, smashed the rear side storage bustle, and busted a load of the suspension arms, meaning the working track was pointless. Luckily, I had a complete replacement for the rear bustle from Rifefields from 1A ABB. Oh yeah, that one, of course. I had already built this thing, killed my motor, so it went into the cupboard out of sight for 3 years. Last couple of weeks, I dragged it out and had a long, meaningful one-way discussion with this thing. The long-term modelers and ex-military guys on here probably know what I mean, and rebuild the broken stuff. I had a ton of help from the M1 Abrams Facebook group, who supplied a huge amount of reference images for the interior and answer all of my "what's this part meant to be" questions. Great guys, if you love the Abrams, they were all great group to follow. It's finished in a classic US military woodland camo with the Tusk upgrades, still being tan colored based on Abrams I'd worked alongside in Germany. It's a mix of Tamiya, AK Extreme Metal, and Ammo Big Paints. Also, most of the painting was done before it broke, so I honestly don't remember what was used. For a rack rebuild, I'm really happy how it finished. Many thanks, and don't forget to hit the like, thumbs up on the stream. Very, very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Story behind that one.
Yeah, there is a story behind that one. Very nice. Thanks, Dave, for letting us in your little secrets. Here we go. There's the turret, which you had to rebuild.
Is that got lead shot in the bottom of that?
Yeah. There's quite a bit of stuff going on. We have Sean White here as well. Evening all, a little bit late, but finally managed to finish a Revell 125 Dodge Viper SRT, which done for the Tracy Ferguson Memorial build. Body was painted in ProScale General Motors Atomic Orange. Stripes were painted with ProScale D Black. Clear coat is ProScale 2K. Interior is a combination of ProScale honey brown Napa black leather and Zero Textures black for the dash top and cabrio top. Kit went together reasonably well. Just been struggling with the old Mojo recently. This is the first completed build in 6+ months. Thanks for
Wow.
looking. Came out quite cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
well done, Sean.
I love
Good.
the roof as well. Yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
like the cabrio top actually.
yeah, very, very cool indeed.
Oh,
Very nice,
like
Sean.
that. Nice colour.
Very nice indeed. Aaron Timpson is in with the Tamiya 124 Peugeot 206 WRC, primed in Mr. Hobby 1500 white and sprayed in ProScale Repsol white. ProScale 2K used, Tamiya weathering set used for dirt. Like it a lot.
Yeah, nice
She looks
weathering.
quite cool then,
Different
the
to
weather.
see a weather, because it's rally guy, to see it weathered is I think it's good. You know, it's something you don't see.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very cool indeed. Oh, Cam, we have Cam in. Here we go. Happy Friday, guys. I hope you're all well. We are good, thank you. I present to you my 1/8 scale Cyborg Superman, a file available from B3D Circ, 3D printed by myself and painted up. Paints used were Armored Komodo water-based acrylics, and I'm glad to see the back of this one. 3 disasters that occurred where the wash I used began interacting strangely with the paintwork below. Here, don't want that.
Mhm.
I spilled a cup of tea over the model as one weathering it. And a bottle of white ink exploded all over the finished model build.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
finished build.
Shouldn't laugh.
Jeez, Ken, that was not good. Needless to say, I think I've spent more time correcting errors than I have anything else. Thank you for looking, and thank you all for your support and guidance. It's very cool. Well, you kept with
Yeah,
it.
well done, Cam.
That
Yeah.
is to be commended, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, we've been witnessing some of the trials and tribulations in the hangout while he's been doing this. Yes.
Uh,
It ended up looking really good.
yeah, it ended up looking really good. Here we go. It's certainly worth to have a look from the back as well. Look at that. Very cool. Like it a lot. And then we have one from Shabs as well. Very cool.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
have a look. Come on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hi guys, this is my first finished model. I've never painted miniatures before. It's a 3D printed Puck the Dragon that's free to download from Table Flip Foundry. I hand painted this model with water-based acrylics and used the Army Painter basing set for the base. Thanks for looking. Very, very cool indeed.
Oh, well done, chap.
Yeah.
Good job on that.
Well done, chaps.
Very cool. I love that. Look at that. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes me
It's good.
Yeah, so that paint job's way better than Hubby's. So just saying, put it out there.
Yeah, you teach him how to do stuff properly now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah. We have Christopher. He finished this Tamiya 135 IS2, painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. I like a good IS2, and that one looks very good. Very cool. I saw the other day on YouTube, a chap actually climbed into one and showed the interior. It's actually not that big inside. I don't think it would have been built for me.
Mm.
But geez, it's an impressive piece of kit.
Yeah. Oh, that's still where Chris lives because it's always sunny.
Yeah.
Always sunny.
Must be around the corner from me. We have Anthony Rico in the house. And he has, this looks like it was built in the 70s too, my 125 Lindbergh Dodge A100 Coca-Cola truck. I decided to play around with some weathering and gave it a rust effect or two. Yeah, you really have, haven't you? Really enjoyed going this route, plenty of fun. Used tons of techniques like salt chipping, hairspray chipping, super glue on the bodywork, acrylic nail powder for texture, masking fluid to look like foam, and the seats, plenty more. Still need to add some crates and Coke bottles to the back, but waiting for the prints. Hope you enjoy. Well, I hope it starts once you put the Coke bottles on the back, because it looks a bit dodgy. That's amazing work. Love
It
that
is.
one.
That's cool. Yeah.
He's had fun doing that by the look of it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has. He has lots of fun with that. Here you go.
Front tyres, the tyres are brilliant.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Don't load anything. No Coke bottles on the back of this one. It's not going far with those tires, that's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not sure that's road legal.
Right. Oh, Shane Wright is also in. He is giving us the Midway in January 135 Tecom Typhoon K. Not a fan of weathering, so I may have gone overboard. No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
Looks amazing. Looks very good. Yeah, no, I like that. Very cool, Shane. Very, very cool indeed. And we have a Dan Croak. This is
Oh.
most completed build of 2024, the Fujimi 120 Lotus 97T with aftermarket decals from TB Decals. Body parts primed in UMP black primer, base coats of X18 semi-gloss black, TB decals applied using UMP decal solution, gravity spray in 2K clear. Body was polished using UMP polishing solutions. Engine and running gear in X18 and various owl-clad metallics. Monocoque carbon fiber using Scale Motorsport carbon fiber decals. A really enjoyable build, only let down by the final fit of the bodywork and turbo system. That's always disheartening when that happens on the finishing stretch, isn't it? But it looks amazing.
It's come out well, that was Daniel Fence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good, mate.
Yeah.
Looks really
Pleased
good.
with that. Cheers, guys.
Beautiful.
Oh, Richard Farmer, what has he up? Oh, right.
It's
Oh,
nice.
Right, Richard Farmer says, hi everyone, my first completed build of 2024 is the AMT 55 Chevy Bel Air in 125 scale, primed in ProScale paints, white primer, painted in ProScale Dodge Pearl Blue, cleared in ProScale 2K, flatted back and polished. All chrome trim is Mr. Color Super Metallics chrome. Added some seat belts and thin felt used for carpeting the interior. Some modifications were made to the chassis and floor for the Aoshima wheels and tires, and adjusted the stand so now it sits on the floor as it should, and it looks amazing, Richard.
That is
Very
cool.
nice. Very, very cool indeed. Let's have a look from this angle here. Yeah,
I like that.
I like the stands. Like the camber on the front wheels as well. Very cool.
Very
Clean
clean build.
lines as well, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Lovely work.
Just superb.
Then we have something from Anthony Rico. Hey guys, my other build completion this month was the old Airfix 172 Lockheed Hudson. Quite an interesting kit. Can turn the turret, adjust the flaps, and put the gear up and down. Anyway, try to make it look modern and up to date. I think it turned out okay. It turns out fantastic. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Very clean build. Let's have a look what it looks like in profile. Here we go. Very nice.
Nice.
Very cool indeed. Love that.
Excellent.
Oh, did I
Jumped.
jumped. There we go. We get back to Sam Lodge. I think that's the last one. It is indeed. Sam says, hi everyone, just finished the April Lotus 33, driven by Jim Clark to win the German Grand Prix in 1965. I remember it well. Kit finished using Zero Paints color match green and yellow with stripes and roundels, hand painted with stencils. Added a small amount of wiring to the engine and dashboard, but other completely stock. Loved hanging the metal springs, trumpets and exhausts. Highly recommend, but be careful with the exhausts. That looks very cool.
Oh, another nice clean little build, isn't it?
Very cool. Let's have a look at here. So, yeah,
Oh, wow.
very
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Very, very nice indeed. I
Nice
like
job, Sam. Nice job.
Nice job. Right. And that was it. So what's happening now? You will now have a chance to vote for your model of the month. Please do not only say the car with 4 wheels. So in this case, if it's Brendan's car, just say it's the R34 from Brendan. Then we know which one it is.
Can
What
you
I
read it? Sorry, Roland, can you read it slowly? Because it's going to be really difficult to choose tonight.
I will try to get the gear down. Yeah, fantastic. I will do that. Right.
When you're ready, Roland.
You will tell us when you're ready. Can I go?
Yeah. Ready. Vote when you're ready, people. Okay,
Mhm.
Roland.
Right. We start off with the first one from Brendan. It is the 124 Tamiya R34 with his Nismo front bumper. Next one is Daniel Peterson with his Hobby Design 124 Nissan 35 GTR combat version. Followed by Paul Christopher with his 125 Cadillac Lowrider from Revell. After Paul, we have Robert Hayes, who enlightened us with the 124 Monogram 1969 Dodge Super Bee. So that we have Bluesleaf Garage, which has the Suyata 132 Madness of the Street Lunar kit. That is followed also by Bluesleaf Garage with his Arishima 124 Suzuki Carry Kebab van. Very cool. We have Gary Ride the Wind, who is in with his Meng 112 Ford GT40, which was the 1966 Le Mans winner. Car of Bruce McLaren. Then we have Dave Robinson. This month is the Gecko Model CBRT Skimitar 2 Operation Eric. And we also have from Dave Robinson War and Peace, which is the Rayfields 135th M1A2 SEP version 2 with interior. The one which he dropped 4 years ago, you guys remember. Then we have Sean White. He has the Dodge Viper from Revell in 125. It's the SRT 10 for the Tracy Ferguson built, memorial built. Then we have Aaron Timpson for the Tamiya 124 Peugeot 206 WRC. After that, we follow that by Cam with his Super Cyborg Superman in 1.8, which was the one who went through 1 or 2 trials and tribulations, which is followed by Shabs Kaminsky. Come on. His first model, it's a 3D printed Puck the Dragon that's free to download from Tableflip Foundry. So if you want to do that and you have a 3D printer, you know where to get that. Next one is Chris Stover, finished the Tamiya 135 IS2. Always sunny there where Chris is. Then we have Anthony Rico with a slightly abandoned, rusted 125 Lindbergh Dodge A100 Coca-Cola truck. He played around with some weathering, he says. Then we have Shane Wright. He finished his 135 Tacon Typhoon K. Very, very nice. We have Dan Croak. Also finished something, which is the Fujimi 120 Lotus 97T with aftermarket T-codes from TB. Richard Farmer has these AMT 55 Chevy Bel Air in 125 scale, which he modified a bit. And then we have Anthony Rico. He has the other build from for this month, which is the old Airfix 172 Lockheed Hudson. Then Sam Lodge will be last on our list. It's the Ebro Lotus 33, driven by Jim Clark in 1965. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that.
Oh, nice models again, isn't there?
Oh,
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I've only got 7 on my list.
Oh, that's good. So that should be an easy choice then.
No.
Go on then, Roland. Let me have your
All right.
choice, please.
I have the kebab van from Gluesniff Garage.
Okay. Mr. Croak.
Now this can take a while.
I'm gonna have to go with Gary GT40.
Okay, as good a choice as any.
I mean, yeah, it could be any, couldn't it? Paul.
Paul, I read particularly slowly for you.
You did. I loved Richard's Chevy Bel Air. And
just as good.
As much as it grieves me, Dan's Lotus. But moving on. And Gary Ryder Wins GT40 was a stunner, but Gluesniff Garage's kebab van for me. Yeah, Alan.
Good shout. Good shout.
Again, for me, I mean, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough.
It is. It's
Like your
definitely-
Lotus, Dan, beautiful work.
Mm.
Sam's Lotus, that Lotus 33.
Mm,
And
That's
again, Gary
beautiful.
GT4. They're all good. They're all good. I mean, Cam Cyborg, Superman. I mean,
Oh yeah, the trouble we had with that, just
well, it's not so much the trouble, but the standard of work in it is.
oh yeah.
But for me, this month for me, I think I'm going to give it to Richard Farman that 55 Chevy Bel Air because it just looks so
It's
clean.
beautiful.
The
It is.
stance is
it.
perfect
It
on
is.
it.
Yes,
So,
beautiful.
And it's a clean
so
build.
Richard's going to
Really
get my
looks
vote
good.
for.
Awesome
this
color
one.
as well.
So, I don't,
Really hard choices tonight. Absolutely
Yeah.
really hard choices.
I don't think there's going to be any more votes in the chat. I don't.
Yeah, Dan wants another 6 votes. I never.
That's right, there were too many great builds.
We'll
Absolutely
close it
right.
off there. And what have we got? So I mean, there's lots tied this month with the same number of votes, but there's a clear winner. So I'll just go with the winner, and it is Gluesniff Garage with his that Suzuki little kebab van.
Oh,
This month's winner.
Very well deserved.
Brilliant.
Very, very well deserved.
Yeah,
Very well deserved. It looks amazing. Yeah.
but
It was so
basically-
good it makes me want a kebab.
Yeah,
I was just thinking
Not
the
quite
same
sure I want
thing.
it from that van.
but then you had Gary, your Lotus, and Richard's Bel Air all with the same number of votes. Then 3
Oh,
votes
well, cool.
after
Good.
that.
Well, thank you folks for voting.
Yeah, thanks folks for voting, and thank you folks for putting it up in the gallery, because without that we couldn't present that. And I tell you what, there was no bad build in there. They were
Nope.
amazing from top
Never
to
is.
bottom. And the choosing becomes a toin course after a while, because it's all just fantastic builds. Really
Yeah.
fantastic.
Sometimes you feel
Yeah.
you're being unfair to.
Yeah, exactly. No, you do. You kind of,
You've got to have well, we haven't got to have a will, but we do. It's just really hard to choose. But
amazing.
also damn talented.
Which
Yeah.
is a good thing. Which is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Right. Should we have a last look at the chat, Dan?
Yeah, let's have a run back up to see where we got to. We got to Gary Ride the Wind saying, hey Chunk, about time you turned up. And Chunk says, I'm good, that beard is still looking incredible. Oh, thank you, Chunk.
There we go.
Thank you.
Don't mention the
Anti
beard nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it. Auntie Pekela is in the chat saying, evening people.
Hey, Auntie, you're late, buddy.
Yeah, Gary saying, yeah, Deckel's made out of sugar, I think. A couple of lows to Chunk saying low to Jamie. Gary saying, yeah, instructions clearly said do not use a clear coat. I thought that was bollocks, so I used my usual 2K.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is exactly what I would do as well.
I think every modeler would do. I say it would be interested to know why. why
Yeah.
they've said that. What is wrong with it? What type of decals are they using
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Yeah.
justify that statement?
Go for it painting. Daniel saying don't forget the thumbs up button. So yeah, a few more thumbs up would be nice.
Yeah.
Nigel T says you tell he's not a Brit. Anyone in particular? Not sure what that's aimed at.
Don't know what that means.
Couple of hellos between each other. Jamie's only just allowed out of the house in the house.
Yeah.
Black Skunk says if any big scale model planes can be hung on the wall, use guitar hanging stands. Yeah, it's a good shout. Yeah.
I've admit I've got some over there. Just especially it's just a unit which is basically that. With your
Yeah.
guitar hangs in it. It's ideal. Just hang the plane from the tail.
Yeah.
So,
That's not bad.
Yeah. Rob 1970 says I'd have more space to display them if I didn't have so many kits in the stash. Yep. I've got a few 12 scale F1 kits in the stash, but not building them at the moment as I need to work out where to put them when built. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Sean then asks me if I built the CADA Alpha F1 fake Lego car yet. So yeah, so not yet.
what you get?
It's still on the list. So, and that's why there's a big space up here for it actually just behind me. So when I get to it. And PJ then with a nice plug there for tune in for some fun and laughter at the bench with Colin and Fox on Festas the Friday frolic at midnight UK time.
Yes,
So it'll be a little bit
guys.
later this
Get
evening.
on that.
Yeah.
Then Mark pointing out that my front tires are wrong way around. They are indeed in the pictures, but they're not anymore because I spotted that after I'd taken the pictures. Funnily enough, when I was building and assembling the car, I spotted, I think it was one of the really expensive like die-cast versions or one of the part works, and it was on one of their websites, and they had put the rain tires the wrong way around on the build they showed. And that's what reminded me to make sure I put them on the right way, which
So
I
you
did
just
on the rear.
copied it.
Yeah. But there we go. Yeah, so and then we're into all the votes. So we've caught up with all the votes. Jamie says, awesome work, guys. Rob 1970 says, well done to Glue Sniff Garage. Black Skunk says, well done, Mr. Donner. A couple of well dones for Glue Sniff. Yeah, fantastic build, and really makes me want to kebab.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Awesome stuff.
So,
I might go and order one right
and
now.
Shab says, well done, everyone. So thank you, Shabs.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a fantastic builds also in the what are you busy with? Good to see what you guys are buying. Love PJ's question of the week. It was fantastic. And thanks, Gary Riderwind, for sharing your little mishap with your decals. And yeah, a warning to everybody buying kits from let us know if you talk to them or get any feedback from them about that. Right. And I think that should be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for popping in. Thanks very much for these guys who were hanging out with me and sharing and taking over other people's sections who just abandoned us.
Yeah.
It's just shocking.
You know who you are.
Who knows? Thanks very much. Have a good night. And we will be out of here.
Have a
Cheers,
great
guys.
weekend, everybody.
Cheers, guys.